Top rated book on Amazon is The Mental Handbook. You want the physical book? This one right here for free. Click the link below and let's get to work on your game.
DreAllDay.com.
What's going on, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. I'm so glad that you are here watching this video today, because what I want to talk about is believing in yourself, being a fan of yourself. I've written about this in my blog. I talked about this in a couple of my TED Talks, one that I did in Miami and the one you see on this shirt I did at UNLV in spring of 2016. As of the release of this video, the recording of this video rather, mid-August, that TED Talk, the one I did here, did not even come out yet, but the topic is too much confidence is not your problem. And I'll probably already got a video ready to let y'all know when that comes out, but it's not out yet. When it does come out, I'm gonna let y'all know. But in this video here, I want to talk about, are you being a fan of yourself? Are you really a fan of yourself and the things that you're doing? The reason I'm bringing up this topic is because with the world that we have today, the internet space, the social media that we have, we all get to share our opinions. We get to talk about ourselves, we get to talk about other people, we get to debate, go back and forth. You think this, I think that, especially in the sport of basketball, especially when it comes to building your brand. For all you out there who want to do your own thing, start building your own brand that's based around your name, your likeness, what you like, what you're about, what you can do, and getting paid for it. You got to be a fan of yourself. And the reason I mention basketball is because I find a lot of basketball players may be fans of other people, but they're not even fans of themselves. They have a lot of issues with confidence. Me, I'm an expert on confidence. I work with people on building their confidence, whether that's a business professional who's working at a company, an entrepreneur who runs his own business, an athlete, maybe somebody like yourself, you fall into one of those categories, someone who feels like if they have more self-esteem, they can get a lot more done. And that's actually what I talked about in my most recent TED Talk. I said I was on a live stream actually on Periscope, and if you don't follow me on Periscope, it's at Dre All Day. I live stream there damn near every day. And I did a live stream there once, and I asked the question, I said, all of you right now, you could do anything for yourself. You could have any internal trait at any level that you want. You can make it as high or as low as you want. Anything within you, not something tangible, but something internal, intangible. What would it be? And damn near everybody said confidence. If I had more confidence, if I believed in myself more, if I had more self-esteem, if I had a more healthy self-image, if I just had more self-belief, I can do a whole lot more things. I will probably start that business. I'll probably be a better basketball player. Not without even any extra work on my game. I'll just perform better in the games if I have more confidence in myself. I probably would go approach that guy or that girl on campus that I see every day or that I see in my neighborhood every week, because I just don't believe in myself enough to go approach that person. If I had more self-belief, I would get a whole lot more done without any increase in ability. That's what people tell me all the time. So what people need is to become more fans of themselves. And I'm gonna give you a couple points here to illustrate exactly what I mean and to help you start to become a fan of yourself, so you can go do the things that you need to do. You can go do the things that you know how to do. Because the thing is, what I want all you to understand, as much as I say work on your game and show you things to develop skills for your business, for your life, for your basketball game, your sport, whatever you're doing, a lot of you already have all the skills you need to be successful. Many of you already have every skill you need to be successful. You got all the skills you need to make the basketball team this upcoming season. You got the skills you need to go and start your own business. You have enough equity in yourself to start generating business from doing your own thing on the internet through your blog or making programs or going getting yourself some clients. You already got everything you need. You know everything you need to know. You got the goods already. So why aren't you doing it? Reason is most people don't do what they know, and the second reason is most people know exactly what they need to do, but they don't believe in themselves to actually go do it. So it's a deeper reason to why people don't do what they know. So if I say a lot of people know stuff, they don't do it, people would agree. Y'all would all agree. Yeah, a lot of people know stuff they don't do. You probably thinking to yourself, I know some things that I don't do. I know some things that I don't do. A reason why a lot of people know a bunch of stuff that they never get around to doing, not because they don't know how to do it, it's because they don't believe in themselves enough to do it. So let's get into these points. Are you even a fan of yourself? And these are questions you need to ask yourself. The title is a question you need to ask yourself. Are you actually a fan of yourself? And if not, why not? Because what I'm going to show you here is going to show you how you know how to be a fan, you know what to be a fan of, and you know how to support and believe, but are you using it on yourself like you're using it on anything outside of yourself? Point number one is this. Who do you cheer the loudest for? When back in June, a couple months ago, I was doing reviews of every game of the NBA Finals. Before the NBA Finals started, I did a prediction video. I said the Cavs going to win in 6 games. They ended up winning in 7 games. But during that series, of course, y'all remember Golden State won the first 2 games by blowouts. They weren't even close. Everybody out there saying, well, the Cavs The Cavs are not going to win any games. They're going to get swept. Golden State's too good. They're too much of a team. Steph Curry's better than LeBron. LeBron's going to go 2-7 in the finals or whatever the stat was, 2-5, whatever the stat was. A lot of people were jumping on that Golden State bandwagon, especially after the first two games. Those who weren't already on it before the series even began, since they did win the championship last year and they got the back-to-back MVP. A lot of people were jumping on the Golden State bandwagon. Then the Cleveland Cavaliers came back and won that championship. And this is not really about the Cavaliers or the Warriors. The thing that I noticed the most after those first two games, because mind you, I predicted the Cavs were going to win the series, and they down 0-2, got blown out in the first two games. They didn't just lose, they got blown out. Of course, people are coming in my comments going crazy, like, Dre, you said the Cavs are going to win. I'm getting tweets from people, I'm getting snaps. You thought the Cavs were going to win, you know, with the crying face emoji, people sending me, you said the Cavs was going to win. The Cavs ain't never going to win, they're going to get swept. And then people had all these reasons why the Warriors were such a great team after only 2 games in the series. Now, we know what ended up happening in that series. But the thing that I noticed most about it was that those people were such fervent supporters of the Golden State Warriors. Those people believed so much that the Warriors are going to win the championship again. And the Warriors gave them good reason. They won 73 games, most in NBA history in the regular season, have gone pretty easily through the playoffs, except for that 7-game series with OKC. But they came back from 3-1 to beat OKC. So it really looked like Golden State, smart money would say bet money on Golden State to win the championship. Any person who had to bet their life on who's going to win probably would have went with Golden State just because of all the facts in front of them. But people were such fans of Golden State. People believe so much in Steph Curry, believe so much that the Warriors are going to win the championship. And I would always think to myself as I'm watching these people with these comments, and I couldn't say it in a moment because then it would seem like I was being salty because I picked the Cavs, and it would just seem like I was being a quote-unquote sore loser even though I wasn't even wrong yet. How many people believe in themselves as much as you believe in Steph Curry? How many of you believe in yourself as much as you believe that Klay Thompson's next 3-pointer is going to go in? How many of you believe in yourself as much as you believe in LeBron James? How many of you believe in yourself as much as you believe in, name any famous person who you idolize, a singer, Rihanna, Kim Kardashian, Michael Jordan, whoever, Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey? How many of you believe in yourself as much as you believe in the person whose CD you bought, whose program you signed up for, who you buy the magazine because you see them on the cover, who you get on Twitter and you argue with people because they said something negative about your favorite celebrity? When's the last time you got that defensive arguing about yourself, defending yourself, defending your own self-esteem, maybe against the negativity coming from you, not even coming from somebody on Twitter? How often do you defend yourself, believe in yourself, cheer for yourself like you cheer for that famous person? You need to ask yourself that question, and here's what you need to do with the answer. If the answer is you cheer for that famous person, fill in the blank, whoever they are, more than you cheer for yourself, you believe in them more than you believe in yourself, you defend them more than you defend yourself, you have a problem. It's not the people talking about you. It's not the coach who didn't put you on the team. It's not the customers who didn't buy your product. It's not anything outside of you. The problem is you. Why are you more of a fan of that person than you are of yourself? And maybe some of you watching this will keep it real with yourself and admit that you might have this issue, but you can fix it. Now that you're aware of it, you can fix it. But there are a lot of people out there, I would say, honestly, from all the people that I work with when it comes to athletes, my 9 years as a professional athlete, listening to all these athletes, all the messages I've received and responded to over the last 10 years, probably close to 1 million messages, the business professionals I work with now, I would say over 50%, the majority of human beings alive are bigger fans of someone other than themselves. As their person they're the number one fan of is not themselves. Over 50% of people. That's my estimation. Just based on the tiny amount of human beings that I've come in contact with. Even 1 million is less than 1% maybe of the number, less than 1% of the human beings on this planet. But I'm going to guess, this is based on what my experience, more than half of human beings, the biggest fan that they are of is not themselves. Here's the second question. Second question is, do you defend yourself the way you defend Beyonce? You defend yourself like you defend Cam Newton. So I kind of put the first two questions together in the same one. Are you defending them the same way? Do you get on Twitter and defend yourself like you defend, your favorite rapper's last album? Like you defend Beyonce when some press person says something negative? Like you defend Bernie Sanders or Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton? I see people getting so worked up over politics, so worked up over a music debate, so worked up over which rapper is better than the other rapper, so worked up debating why this basketball player is great and this basketball player is not so great. I see people get so worked up, they put a whole lot of energy into this back and forth thing. How much energy you put into doing that for yourself? If you took that same energy and put it into yourself, you probably would have 10 times the success now that you actually have. And here's question number 3. It's number 3 thing you got to ask yourself. Are you as emotionally invested in your own success as you are in the outcome of the NBA Finals? Are you as emotionally invested in your success as you are in when Frank Ocean's next album is going to come out? Are you as emotionally invested in yourself as you are in who Justin Bieber is dating? Are you as emotionally invested in yourself? Are you as emotionally invested in your next week, the work you're going to do over the next week, the next month, the next year, as you are in when the next Beyonce album is coming out, or if Beyonce and Jay-Z is going to break up, or if Jay-Z should make another album, or who's the better rapper between this guy and that guy, whoever you want to fill in the blank? Are you as emotionally invested in yourself as you are in them, whoever? It don't even have to be a famous person. It can be somebody down the block. So let me recap these 3 questions here. Are you even a fan of yourself? Number 1, who do you cheer for the loudest? Do you cheer for LeBron James and Steph Curry more than you cheer for you? And if so, why? Guess what? LeBron James ain't cheering for you louder than he's cheering for himself. Steph Curry ain't cheering for you. Klay Thompson ain't sitting front row at your games. Klay Thompson ain't, Draymond Green ain't getting on the internet. LeBron James ain't getting on Twitter defending you. But you getting on Twitter defending them. Who do you cheer for the loudest? Number 2, do you defend yourself? Do you defend your own self-esteem as much as you defend Beyonce, Rihanna, and Adele, and Kelly Clarkson, who's the other chick? Taylor Swift, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian. Do you defend yourself like you defend those people? Do you? And if not, why? I never heard Kanye West get on Twitter defending nobody but himself. I never see LeBron James having to defend nobody but himself. Michael Jordan, nobody but himself. Not to say there's something wrong with that. Listen, your first responsibility is to yourself. So if you're putting more responsibility on defending them than you're putting on defending you, you have a problem. There's something you are doing wrong. And the number 1 place that the negativity comes from that you need to defend against for each one of you, number 1 source of that negativity is you. It's not social media. It's not your coach. It's not your boss. It's not one of your coworkers. It's not the dude around the corner who be talking shit. It's you. You are the number 1 source of that negativity. Now here's the question. Are you defending yourself against your own negativity as much as you defended Kanye's last album, as much as you defend J. Cole, as much as you defend Drake, as much as you defend Chance the Rapper, as much as you defend Derrick Rose? Are you defending yourself like you defend those people when somebody says something negative? Somebody says something negative about a certain rapper, people go crazy on Twitter defending them. People go crazy on Snapchat defending that person. When's the last time you defended yourself against the negativity coming from your own brain that hard? You put that much energy into defending yourself last time somebody said something negative about you. And it probably was you that said it. When's the last time you did that? And number 3 question. Are you as emotionally invested in your own outcomes as you are in other people's outcomes? Are you as emotionally invested in what you do as you are in what Drake's going to do next? As you are in what somebody said on their radio show, as what somebody wrote on their blog, as what you heard on somebody's podcast, as this debate between this singer and this singer, this basketball player, this basketball player? Are you as emotionally invested in your life outcomes as you are in their outcomes? Because I guarantee you, they are not invested in your outcomes. Now, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them, but what I want to put this all in perspective. The people you out there talking about, defending, laughing at, doing debates about, reading stories about, watching videos about, going back and forth with your friends about, guess what? They ain't going back and forth about you. They not invested in you. How are you going to create any value in yourself if all your investments going into them? That's probably how they got famous. That's how they got rich, because they got all these people investing in them. Who's investing in you? If it's not you, it better start being you, because ain't nobody else going to do it first. I guarantee they all got to where they at by investing in themselves when nobody else knew who they were. Nobody else gave a damn. They became fans of themselves first, then you became a fan. But it's all right to be a fan. I'm a fan of LeBron. I'm a fan of Beyonce. I'm a fan of Drake. But guess what? I'm a bigger fan of me. How about you? Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. What could you not do with more confidence? Less attention to the negativity of other people, more focus on your goals than nothing else, and not letting unfortunate circumstances slow you down. Would all of those help you out? Well, go to DreAllDay.com/bulletproof. Check out my new 8-week course called Bulletproof Mindset. Get started, and I'll see you over there. Work on your game. If you're on Snapchat, hit me on the Snap. My Snap name is @Dre Baldwin. You already know how that works. And I got a podcast, if you didn't know. It is called Work on Your Game. It is an everyday podcast where I talk about getting yourself into the right mindset, that bulletproof mindset. Getting yourself seen, heard, known, getting the exposure you want, and making things happen in your life instead of waiting for things to happen to or for you. Subscribe to that podcast. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. Make sure you check it every single day. Make sure you're subscribed so you catch the heat. Work on your game.
Dre Ball, Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball, Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I'm ballin'. I feel like Dre